We're running away from these clouds.
It's going to be a whole day of tucking.
Like I saw this guy here's tender flip.
We're not going to get to go back to Australia this year. We don't even know where we're going to have our baby. I'm Elayna and this is Riley. And this is our home, La Vagabond. We've been sailing around the world for the last 6 years now, and recently it's like we're seeing everything for the first time through a new set of eyes. This is our little boy Lenny. Click the subscribe button to join our voyage every Monday. We're back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there are some huge waves over here. We just left our marina, Quinta do Lord, and we're on our way to a brand new place called Porto Santo, which apparently is the most beautiful island of the islands here in the archipelago of Madeira. I'm really looking forward to a white sandy beach.
I'm really looking forward to that too, Elayna.
Yeah. Captain's a bit grumpy that we can't sail today. She said there was 10 knots of wind and we would have been heading into it with our code 0, which would have been nice, but there is no wind. We're motoring into swell. Apparently 5 to 7 meters of swell. We must be a little bit protected here, or something's changed within the islands because it doesn't appear to be 5 meters swell. I mean, that's crazy. Are you a bit grumpy?
Yes. I really do hate motoring. We could just bob around. That's something that I would consider doing, but I wouldn't make Elayna and Lenny do that and just wait for wind or spend 3 days doing a trip that would only take 6 hours or less. Pretty beautiful, isn't it? I was probably just a little too quick to complain about the lack of wind, and shortly after that it filled in all around us. We're running away from these clouds because they're going to interrupt me.
So we've got 8 knots of wind from there, we're 40 degrees to the wind, and our island's over there. We'll probably have to tack a few times. It's going to be a whole day of tacking.
Warm lights drums, whales kiss stars, horizon dies, plane appears. We were upside down, but in your ears.
Like the Azores, it's really nice to be in a group of islands where you can see each island from the one you're on. Just a really nice feeling. You've got neighbours.
That we put on for the show, and you know that we put on for the show. Yeah, like a leaf or a tree, baby girl, we gotta grow, but you know that we really gotta grow. Like without you.
What have you done?
Well, for those of you that saw our North Atlantic crossing videos with Greta and Svante and Nikki, the portside dagger board, I'll occasionally pull this through, which is not good. I've pulled a knot which is supposed to stop it going through the pulley.
You tied a knot?
Through. Nah.
Pulled a knot?
I've pulled a knot through out the other side where it shouldn't be, so now I'm going to pull it back through.
Yeah. Wow. You're right.
Yeah, I wonder if that would have woke Lenny up.
We'll check. We are good. Riley and I have just kind of come to the realisation that we're not going to get to go back to Australia this year, which was always our thing we looked forward to, believe it or not.
Well, we made a rule that if we were to keep going,
Yeah, to make this lifestyle sustainable, you need some kind of home base, even though we're here for 85, 90% of the year. Going back to Australia is kind of like our reset button. So to get there would be 2 weeks in a really crappy hotel. It's super expensive. So we're not going to Australia this year. We don't even know where we're gonna have our baby. There's so much uncertainty with the virus. Yeah, it's just a bit of an odd time. I think everyone's having an odd time.
In the end, I was beaten again. I've had to turn the engine on. So we had a big, long run of probably 3/4 of the distance of the way here. We managed to go directly north. And we've had to scoot around the bottom of the island here, directly into the wind before we get into our anchorage, which is called what?
Oh, Porto Santo. It's the centre. And don't you reckon the island looks like a bull? It looks like a bull.
It's a pretty weird looking
Don't
bull.
you reckon?
As Lenny would say, no. Say no.
Are you still cut that I'm beating you on Instagram?
I am. Of course I am. It's unfair. It's sexist, is what it is. If you'd like to help fight back against the inherent sexism within the Instagram, then head over to my Instagram, log in. What do? Follow me. And follow
You
me.
need to learn how to use Instagram first.
I hate it. I don't like it. I like posting meaningful photos.
Not going to lie, I have been lying in this position for 80% of the day, I would say. Feeling very fatigued today, very pregnant. At one point I could barely keep my eyes open, but I've got to watch Lenny so Riley can do all the sailing and stuff. But yeah, I can see our island now. The sun's about to set, swells calm down a bit. It's actually quite relaxing.
Sailing someplace I wanna be. Already got sunshine, all I need is the sea, you and me. I may be stumbling around, can't find my feet.
Captain Alle on watch. Is the sound on? I can't see a thing while I'm talking to you, so I've got to be quick, but we're 3 nautical miles away from our port. It's inside the breakwater. Yeah, apparently there's lots of space for us to anchor. There should be a few other boats there. But in the meantime, I have to keep an eye out for cray pots and also fish farms. So I'm not going to let the team down. You guys can count on me. Riley, Lenny, we got this. Lenny, look at the moon. Yeah, there it is. How many boats we got? We got friends?
Yeah, we got heaps of friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 8. And then some fishermen who may or may not be friends.
Friends.
You and me.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3! Good boy.
It's a beautiful morning and we've decided we're going to take the dinghy for a spin, see if we can launch the dinghy on the beach. I saw some waves there last night, so yeah, I don't think we'll be able to just launch the dinghy and get off and swim there.
I was going to say, Elayna and I are in a bit of a weird position these days because to be honest. We're quite well known in our little niche in the cruising community. So when we arrive at a place like this, and the same thing happened at, in particular, remember Guadiana River, Elayna? And we became aware of the fact that it went up the VHF radio, Sailing La Vagabonda here, and it shot all up and down the river. And so anyway, when I arrive, I'm quite conscious of that. I get concerned, like I don't want to walk around with our camera and be like,
Yes, we are here.
yeah, blatantly filming and vlogging like this. But we've also,
That's what we do.
we've got a job to do. I used to just really dislike it a lot. To give you an example of where I'm from in country South Australia, if someone pulled out a camera with a flip-out screen and started vlogging into it, they would probably get beaten up. Like it's just not something that's done where I'm from. I can imagine that Brodie Moss at Youngbloods has had something similar happen. It's just so foreign to our culture, I guess. I've got that in the back of my mind when people are watching me pull out a camera. Yeah, I'm not quite sure I've explained myself very well there, but I tried to.
Keep on running around, keeping time. You keep on riding on down the line.
Watch out! Wave, wave, wave. This is the most fun I've seen Elayna and Lenny having in a long time. They are just in their element.
So this is Porto Santo, referred to as the Golden Island because of its 9-kilometre long sandy beach. The pace of life here is noticeably different to the nearby island of Madeira. We were going to visit the island's capital tonight, Vila Baleira, which is a small historical town centred around a main square with scattered gardens, where apparently Christopher Columbus had spent some time in the 15th century. What are we up to this evening?
We are going in search of a pizza. I believe it is less than 2 kilometres to the town. It's getting dark and we're going to have to walk. But Dad wants a pizza and that's it. I don't want to hear any complaints out of you, Lenton.
Get Mama's here, that's it. Yeah, now we need your shoes.
He's got a strong arm socket.
Smells amazing. Oh, it's hot.
Lenny's over there playing with a motorbike. Don't let that fall on you, mate. On every island, guaranteed they've got canned veggies on their pizzas. It's fine. I know that it would be hard, but that's something you can expect. So we didn't quite get there. We didn't quite finish it.
Put that away or I will finish it.
You hungry?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna eat one more. Seriously.
Good.
We hit a dead end.
We're lost.
Where's Lenny?
He's leading.
Oh.
Don't tip it all out this time.
No. Oi! What's the plan today, Schmooky?
Well, I've had a shave. So...
Yeah, I noticed all the clippings in the bathroom.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he leaves these clippings all over the sink every time. I've got to clean it up.
So you're being quite polite because we're on film. Normally you go absolutely ape shit at that.
Yeah. Do you want to see? I will film it when I go inside.
No, well, actually,
It's shocking.
this was a setup that you've managed to weasel your way out of.
I only just...
I filmed it.
Did you?
Yeah. She doesn't like this. This is her least favourite thing that I do. Demo, I didn't get you because I knew that would really screw with you.
We're off for a dive this morning. There's some bad weather coming, so we're just making the most of the flat water, and we're going to find a place to free dive.
Stronger on my own.
I'm really starting to get a bump now, Schmook. Got the belly button coming out.
It looks good. I've seen, I think, big Italian guys when I was in Italy, maybe when I bought the boat, and they're just rolling around with the big tan guts, and it just suits them so well.
You saying I'm a big Italian man?
Big hairy Italian.
Having only just arrived in a place and with no local knowledge just yet, we couldn't find any decent reefs nearby after jumping in and out half a dozen times. So we ended up just freediving the outside of the breakwater, and we were pretty surprised to see a number of species, none that would eat however, that had made this place home.
About the waves and I'm scared to see what I've become all at once, like a whale gasping for air. I'm diving deep. I'm diving deep. Staring back into my fortress, can't tell right from real anymore. Can't replace this lonely space. My mind's eye will roll like a whale, gasping for air. I'm diving deep. Take me over the oceans that I believe.
You need to,
I know, baby boy.
What? Amazing.
Mama got
How did you
one.
get
There
that?
you go, look. There's another one.
She got it.
And then one more, okay? We're nearly done. This one's tiny. This one's easy.
It's a very small one. I know, we're nearly done, mate. I think that's okay. mate.
All done. All better now.
Very good. High five with this hand.
High five.
Well done.
Yeah, you did it.
Well done, mate.
You did it.
Make you sad.
Yeah, when he was saying ow.
What about
He never said
What about
ow.
dada?
Love you. You're so brave.
Yeah.
All better.
Do you want some chocolate or a biscuit?
You want some chocolate?
You want the chocolate? He's like, don't spoil me. That was fun.
The next 4 days are going to be like this. First we have wind from the north, and then it's going to switch around, giving us a day's break, which is very nice of it, to come through the entrance. So it's going to be wavy in here for that. But at the moment we're protected, but I mean, these mountains are causing the wind to funnel through, and it's pretty crazy. Everyone's out in their boats, like in the cockpit, looking around, because sometimes the boats spin in different directions. It's wild. What's the wind gusting to, do you reckon?
There would be 40s in this for sure. So in particular parts of the anchorage where the wind funnels, like I saw this guy here's tender flipped and he was on his ear, like his monohull was pushed over like this, like, and the tops of the water was just getting ripped off and thrown down. So that's more, you know, that's 50 plus. But I've stopped worrying now. I slept like a baby. I put $50 on us not dragging.
Oh shit, that hatch was open. Far out. We left the hatch open. That's gonna be wet. Can you go check? Babe, it rained all night. That bed's not wet though, but it rained all night. I heard it.
How's the bed not wet if it rained all night?
It was open that much. Maybe the wind held it down. That doesn't happen. But...
I don't think it rained very
Hey,
much.
look, do you want me to prove it to you?
Yeah, so it rained, but just not very much.
Usually, I heard it still this morning.
Yeah, I did too, actually.
Thank you, it rained. What are you up to?
Just doing a few checks on the engine and...
Look at me while you speak.
Just doing a few checks on the engine and bleeding the fuel line again because we're having some trouble starting it. Not a big deal, just got to iron a few things out. All right, can you try start this engine for me, pantaloons?
All right.
So obviously we're selling this boat, and like all boats, she does have a jobs list. I'm not going to avoid showing you ongoing maintenance or troubleshooting because you're smart enough to know that it's a boat and that's just what they're all like. I do have her in pretty good nick though, I can assure you of that.